are Vybz, Kartel and Ninja Man.
Thailand lyrics overload.
About to legally record music while incarcerated. The revival of the Rehabilitation Through Music Programme. The program under which Jah Cure recorded whilst incarcerated in 2005.
We are in these prison walls.
Begs that question. And the man in charge will be here to answer. Who is this? She's rolling top class with Vershon and comes to tell who she is. He penetrated hip-hop's mainstream with Walking Trophy. But where's producer Trackstarr these days? He'll be here for sure on our stage. All coming up. Plus, this week's E-News, reviews and more. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Winford Williams. We'll be back.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
I don't step at the house, I be working.
Fast-rising R&B star Vybz made Moon Palace, Jamaica one of his stops for promoting his latest single.
Let's go to Paradise.
The single is called Paradise. And it was a weekend in paradise for many, many guests at the resort.
Champion number one, yeah, that's true. But I guess what I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying is
including yours truly and Rupert Campbell on camera. Here is the resort's GM.
This property is the center for entertainment, not only in Ocho Rios, but in Jamaica. Our guests are very happy. You can see the buzz on social media. I mean, a while ago, I picked up my phone and from Instagram to Twitter, of course, Facebook, everything. The young people are just all over it. And, you know, people are just happy that they're getting some quality international entertainment. In fact, for Independence, we brought Freddie McGregor down here, and he was a hit as well. So again, Moon Palace, the center of entertainment for Ocho Rios and Jamaica.
And I'd just like to take time out to big up the management and staff at Moon Palace, Jamaica. It was quite a paradise weekend for us. For more stories making our E-News and reviews this week, here is Jason.
On August 22nd, 19-some-odd years ago, Moses Davis was born. And on that date last Thursday, he celebrated his birthday with friends, family, and select media at Janga's Sound Bar in Kingston. It was an all-white affair.
Yeah, man, this is a nice 21st birthday, and it's the greatest thing right now because I'm feeling very young, and I'm feeling very happy, and I'm feeling very nice, and everything is good.
I'm glad for the year, and I'm glad to I see close family and close friends only, and that's so good, and I just feel like I'm at home. And I hope he enjoy himself, I hope you enjoy yourself.
Happy birthday, and I love him very much, and he's always been there for me through, you know, my difficult times, and never yet judged me, and always been there for me, and I can share with him without feeling like I'm being judged, right? Even though he's a parent, he's there for me to speak with, and I can trust him with, you know, myself.
And more life and blessings, long reign the king, and being the man, a doctor, you understand, big of yourself, from the young Dan, Maestro Dan.
My message to be the man on his birthday is continue being the king of dancehall, continue shelling the stage, continue making us laugh, smile, dance, go along bad, and continue writing hit songs. And continue calling me up on stage. I like sharing stage on the bar.
Enjoy life, you've done it. Smell the roses. You know what I mean? When you get to this age, I mean, being a man, I have nothing to prove to nobody again. When you're at this stage in your life, smell the roses, enjoy it. You built it. Enjoy your youth, enjoy your family. Do as much birthday celebration. You should have one every week for the whole month.
And with operations in Jamaica from as early as 1670, one of Jamaica's oldest companies, Worthy Park Estate, on Tuesday evening launched its newest brand. Tamika West is Worthy Park Estate's marketing manager.
Well, we're here at the Regency Bar and Lounge this evening, launching our newest rum brand to the market, our ultra premium rum, the Worthy Park Single Estate Reserve Rum. Well, it's a 6 to 10 year aged rum that is blended to perfection for the market. So it's a great sipping rum, but if you also want to enjoy it in some elevated cocktails, my personal favorite is actually a daiquiri or even a Worthy Park Old Fashioned cocktail, which is one of the cocktails we're featuring this evening. So you can do it however it works for you. We encourage it, but certainly it is one of the finer things that you can enjoy in life.
So what are you looking to do with this new brand?
Well, ultimately, we are looking to grow the awareness of our rums in Jamaica. We also have just recently launched our Worthy Park Rum Tour. So for persons who are real rum connoisseurs and looking for a great experience here at home, we definitely invite persons to come on out to join us at Loida's Vale at our rum tour. So overall, we're just looking to create awareness about our brand, obviously increase the consumption of good quality Jamaican rums here.
All right, so that's it. Stories making our e-news and reviews for this week. Now stay with us, still to come. Our Vybz Kartel and Ninja Man about to legally record music while in prison. The revival of the Rehabilitation Through Music Programme. The program under which Jah Cure recorded whilst incarcerated in 2005 begs that question. And the man in charge will be here to answer. Who is this? She's rolling top class with Vershon and comes to tell. And he penetrated hip-hop's mainstream with Walking Trophy. But where is producer Trackstarr these days? He'll be here for sure on our stage. All coming up. We'll be back.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
He penetrated hip-hop's mainstream with this.
My girl, you a walking trophy.
Walking Trophy. But where is producer Trackstarr these days? On our stage right now, for sure. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Blessed love, man. Good to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you, man.
Okay, sir. So you answer that question for us. Yeah. After burning up mainstream with hood celebrities, Walking Trophy, where have you been since?
Working on. I took a page from the hood celebrity Walking Trophy and realized that I needed to kind of connect more in Jamaica, being that I'm based overseas. So I'm here.
You took time out?
I'm here. I've been here for over a month now. But I've been back and forth since then a lot. You know, frequently. So I just been connecting, network with the artists, dropping stuff. So Saucy with Camera Icon.
Yes.
And the Talk About.
That's your latest?
Those two are well, some of my latest. I have some others, yeah. So those went corporate for Digicel and Pizza Hut.
Oh, so you've been tasked with making these jingles?
No, I wouldn't call it that. It's just when corporate, it works.
Yes.
Yeah, so it works. I just dropped the latest. It's actually Stylogy and Javelani, Badman Party, that I did, yeah. I did Chronicler, Hilltop Gallus, probably about in February.
Yes.
Also, I have a couple new stuff working on. I have an EP working on with Stylo. I have stuff coming out with DeMarco.
So what is the drawback? What are the challenges in burning and continuing to blaze the US mainstream?
You know what it is, man? They don't really let, even though Walking Trophy, they classified as hip-hop is really dancehall, but they don't let too many Caribbean songs rotate on the radio at the same time. If I don't even really notice, but Hot 97, Power 105, these mainstream for hip-hop, dancehall, they don't really allow a lot of Caribbean music at the same time. So it's a lot of work to kind of get that gear to find
get
that
one
song
track in there.
Right, in the rotation.
And you won't see a lot more coming right behind it, necessarily.
Right.
But what about Afrobeat?
Yeah, Afrobeat is there too, and even Afrobeat is probably like two there now. You have the Joanna and the Davido fall on only those two really. Yeah. So they don't, and there's a whole long list of Afro songs, but that's a wave right now. So it's a good vibe though. I'm just still working to kind of put forward more hits to kind of hit that mainstream.
Okay, so you're taking aim, you're continuing to take aim at the mainstream.
Of course, yeah, man. That's why I aim to make commercially sounding songs so that can probably be potentially picked up.
How is the American mainstream in comparison to the global mainstream? What are some of the differences? Because sometimes we say we use America's mainstream to call out international mainstream.
Right.
And it's not really so, is it?
No. There goes to what I was talking about, the song I did with Shaggy and Karol G and Sequence, that's so gold. But nobody in America really knows about it. I don't even know of it being played in America, to be honest with you. You get me? But, you know, to the world, if America doesn't put it on that platform, it's like it never happened. You get me? That's what it boils down to.
If Billboard not talk about it.
Yeah, if Billboard not talk about it, it's like,
like
whatever.
what? Yeah.
Like whatever, you know what I mean?
But isn't there an emerging sub-mainstream, for want of a better way to put it? And in it, Afrobeat, reggaeton, dancehall, reggae, that is now threatening that mainstream. In my view, that is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing something that is sub-mainstream. It's not exactly the traditional, conventional mainstream, but enough power, enough reach, enough consumers and subscriber to the music of that stream I'm talking about, that you could consider it a threat to the established, conventional, traditional mainstream. And in it, you would find your song, for example, would fit in there perfectly.
Right.
A lot of off-the-island-based Jamaicans, producers and performers were in it. The Marleys play very well in it.
Right.
Okay, so are you, as a producer, are you able to see it that way? This is my own observation I'm discussing right now.
Somewhat. I don't ever want to use the word threat too much in that, but I think it's more because social media and the way how the internet is now, that's really the pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like so radio, even though it's important for that mainstream, it's becoming not that powerful like it used to be back in the days.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So just because of that alone.
Well, it is a threat, you know, because mainstream is about commercial exploitation of the art.
True.
So anything that pulls away money, if artists are making money independently out there, it will be a threat to those big conglomerate record companies who want to control the mainstream.
Well, if you put it that way, yeah, definitely it is. If you check out the UK plays a lot of those music. So the UK market is a whole different from the American market too.
That is something that I've been trying desperately to bring to the attention of Jamaicans. That when we are so fixated on the US market, we need to look to the UK because everything that we have been successful with, almost all of them went through the UK and bust up and blow up in the UK before, you know.
True.
If you do your research, you'll find that the UK saw it first.
No, you're right. Walking Trophy was picked up there first.
There you go.
Came to, you know, here, Jamaica, and, you know, really did that damage there. It went viral first, of course, but yeah.
Talk about some projects then that we can look forward to for you.
I'm actually working on my EP to release in January, where I'm going to be compiling different artists together.
That's the one you're working on in Jamaica now, with some of the Jamaican artists.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that will be out in January.
New Year, I'm trying to push forward for that. You know, I'm working on some other singles with Kemar, High Gun. I have stuff working on with Dovey, Sequence. Those are like my main artists that are based overseas, but, you know, that are here too. I have stuff working on with Javelani, and I'm supposed to shoot a few videos here. I just did something with Chromatic, Vershon from Chromatic, and Classic, and Kemar too for the dance. They have this new dance called Dookie Bounce.
Yes.
That's popping. Just did a record like 2 days ago for it, so I'm pretty sure that's gonna be doing good too. Yeah.
So we should look out for your work coming through. Sometimes the artist will come and let us in on what's going on,
right,
and so on. So lots of projects now bubbling for you, being worked on, being fine-tuned and ready and soon be released, but definitely an EP in the
January,
new year,
yeah,
January 2020.
I'll be dropping singles from that because, you know, I have stuff working on with Hood Celebrity still, even though, you know, it was kind of hard because she's on their label now.
Doesn't she come to Jamaica, tell Hood to get herself down here on the stage?
Yeah, man, I'm going to talk to her.
Tell her to come down and talk to us.
Definitely.
So we're proud of her work, and we believe that she belongs and should be staying and burning. We're going to welcome her. So, Track,
thanks,
blessed love, you know, good to come and grace our stage, Virgin. Have you on our stage gracing it. And we look forward to when you come again.
Definitely.
Maybe bring in one of your rhythm them and some of the artists and just burn up our stage live.
All right, cool.
One of these days, yeah?
That's something to look forward to.
All right, sir.
All right.
Blessed love. Well, good. Good to have you. There you have him right here in this segment. The man himself, Trackstarr. Big superstar in production. And still to come right here on stage, who is this? You will meet her right here on our stage, and later could Kartel and Ninja Man be legally recording in prison soon? That's very, very possible. And the gentleman in charge of the program will be here to tell us more about the program.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Who is this? Well, she's rolling top class with Vershon and goes by the name Krysie and comes right now to our stage to tell. Krysie.
Hey, thanks
how are you?
For having me. How are you?
It's good to have you.
I'm good.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so everybody's curious about you, you know, because I don't even think people knew you before. Can make the connection with those images that we're seeing in that video with Vershon.
Yeah, I think people will know me mostly from Rising Star and my IG, Instagram.
So what did you do on Rising Star?
I was in the competition with my uncle.
Yes.
That's in 2009, the year when Brown Sugar won. And we dropped out at top 7s.
And some may remember you from that, but I'm sure they can't make the connection with the glamour queen we're looking at. Yeah?
Well, you know, things change, you know, you have to grow.
Okay, so you're a solo artist now?
Yes, I am.
And apart from this collab with Vershon, what else do you have under your belt?
I do have a lot of singles out with the production Warrior Music and a lot of videos out. So people can go and check it out on Krysie Vivo or my YouTube channel, Krysie, K-R-Y-S-I-E. Can I spell it different?
Okay, so talk about this hookup with Vershon. How did this come about?
Well, I don't know. It's teamwork mostly. He knows my manager and they're doing work. My manager is also a director, so I know the artists them. And them have a link, and he knows about my talent, and he finds it intriguing.
He finds your talent
very
intriguing.
Yeah.
He says. Okay then. All right. So it's because he was supposed to come with you, because there's a new video.
Yes.
The song featuring both of you, and you were supposed to come together, but he's off overseas, and you.
I'm here.
And
I'm
you're
representing.
Here, representing.
Yeah.
So could you go to the video right now? Then?
Definitely.
Let's go to it right here. Top class, Krysie. Wow.
Wow, can I get a wow?
Whoa, you get enough wows from me. I wonder what you're getting from our viewers right now.
I'm wondering too. I will see sooner or later, right?
Yes, and so the single is out and burning now?
Yes, it is.
It's getting some play?
It's getting some attention.
And drawing eyeballs to you, right? And this video now will make it bring even more.
Yeah.
Yes, this glamour video. And interesting, intriguing, interesting. Krysie. So, okay, so what's your style?
I sing and DJ as well, and I don't really box myself in as an artist, as a solo artist. I like to express myself with different genre of music. It's dancehall, reggae, even if it's Afrobeats. You know, I'm there once I'm feeling the beat. You know, the rhythm have a lot to do with that song too. So yeah, I don't really box myself in. I have a little R&B, dancehall, reggae, pop. Just so hear something about that.
Let's just take a quick look at some of your own solo work right now.
Time for move on, no. They say you not ready, fi calm down. What you a baggy when me no want none. Tomorrow you see. Someday, one day I will be somebody. I miss the action, not a bag of mouth. Real money made the girl them broke out.
All right, so just a little sample of Krysie solo. Yeah? Well, you know, next time you come back, we hope you're surging so big that, you know what I mean, maybe we just have to have you live.
Yes, definitely.
On our stage and performing for us.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's good seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
All the very best.
I want to big up my stylist, bro. Big up my makeup artist, Daniel Moore. Big up Fetish for my hair. Big up my fans. Big up my production team. Big up Warrior Music. And big up myself on stage. I don't know.
All right. Thank you. All right. There you have her right here, Krysie.
Yeah.
Stay with us. Still to come right here on stage. The answer to this question: could Kartel and Ninja Man be legally recording behind bars soon? After the break.
I swear that I can be a better man.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Our Vybz, Kartel and Ninja Man about to legally record music while in prison. Recent revival of the Rehabilitation Through Music Programme, the said program under which Jah Cure recorded whilst incarcerated, begs that question.
Behind these prison walls, doing my basics.
A question we will put to the Superintendent of Police in charge of the program, who happens to be the same person under whose portfolio Cure recorded back in 2005. He is Superintendent Wright, who comes to our stage to answer these questions, and brought along with him Jah who is the program spokesperson and someone who has had his own experience as an artist behind bars. Right now, right here on our stage, Superintendent Wright. And later on, we'll hear from the artist, Jah Superintendent Wright, sir.
Blessed love.
So good to have you. And congratulations on the reinstallment of this program. Some people might say artists should not be rehabilitated through music. Shouldn't even get a chance to listen, much less perform music.
Allowing inmates to record, I think, is a good thing. And you would have remembered how the program started. In fact, I was then a police officer wanting to find a way to help to bridge the gap between especially the inner city communities and the police.
Why did it stop?
Well, it lost energy when I retired, I think.
Oh, it lost energy?
Right.
Because I know like Kevin Wallin was also involved.
Yes. Well, it has always been going on, even before I went in for the recording.
There was a program going on?
There was music being played in prison. But what has happened now is that, like about 2 years ago, Minister Pernell Charles asked me if I would be interested to come back and revamp the program for them. So I said yes, and then he put me on to the permanent secretary, Ms. Diana McIntosh, and she worked it out.
So what are some of the successes of the previous program?
Well,
did it help Jah Cure?
I think so. And Jah Cure was the most celebrated inmate anywhere in the Caribbean.
No doubt.
Probably
He
the
was
world.
a big star behind bars, yes.
So I'm sure it had done much for him and for his career.
Yes.
What is different now is that you have much more inmates participating, and the standard of their recordings are much better.
So it's the same facility?
Same facilities.
Same facilities.
Right, because we
same infrastructure that you had previously.
Well, it's better now because they have radio stations,
Okay.
studios. So we use the radio station studios for the recording.
And it is based at GP?
One is at GP and one is at St. Catherine District Prison.
And you have been recording artists?
We have been recording consistently since the last 2 years, to the extent that we are now developing 2 albums.
Jah Wiz is one of the beneficiaries of the program?
Of course he is.
So he was behind bars?
For a short while.
For a short while?
Right.
And he was rehabilitated through music? This new program?
I tell you, I met Jah Wiz before he went in.
Yes.
And he was, I could call him a star. He was, when I heard that he was incarcerated, I couldn't even go to look for him because I was so disappointed and surprised. And then he spent 9 months, I think, and came out. And he intimated that he would like to join the program. And so he came in.
From the outside?
Right, from the outside.
So he wanted to give back?
He wanted to give back. He wanted to say, I'm sorry. And the song that he will do, Take Responsibility, articulates very well.
Yes.
His passion, his vision, and his sincerity.
All right, so the big question now, Vybz Kartel and Ninja Man, will they, I know they're not in the program yet.
Right.
Because that would have been news already. Are they going to be in this program?
It is very possible.
It's very possible.
Very possible. I say it against the background that I am not the one who decides if they join the program. The modality will have to be worked out between the Department of Correctional Service and the inmates themselves. Anybody who records on the program has to sign a consent form.
Yes.
So they would have to say to the department, we are ready to be a part of the program, and they are processed. Now, there are inmates in there who have the ability, but they are not a part of the program because they have not shown a sign of rehabilitation.
Okay.
Right? So everybody can just jump up and come record. You have to be vetted, and the Department of Correctional Service say, well, yes, we are satisfied that you're on a path of recovery. And so they come to us.
And explain quickly recovery, because I don't think we understand rehabilitation very well in Jamaica. So when you say at a point of recovery, what do you mean?
Well, people commit offenses and they go to prison once they're convicted. Some people say that they are innocent, but at least they are convicted. So whilst they serve their time, the department would assess them to see whether or not they show any sign of remorse.
Remorse is the big word here,
right,
isn't it?
Right.
That they are sorry for their
wrong they have done,
their crime.
And so on.
Yes.
So when that assessment...
Even if they're not guilty?
Well, the court says that they are guilty, so the Department of Correctional Service has to operate in a way that they are guilty.
But, oh, I see what you mean. So the fact that Kartel is now, his case is under review.
Right.
He couldn't join until that is settled, could he?
Well, what happens here, I'd have no reason to interpret the law. I leave that to the department. So he and them would work that out.
That out, yes.
As soon as that is done, and they say, well, you're free to record, and he submits himself and signs the form, the consent form. Then,
but if the definition of rehabilitation is that you accept that you've done wrong, and you're now ready to move on back into society, and you show remorse.
Right.
Now, Kartel is contesting his conviction, isn't he?
Of course.
So therefore, he could not be considered rehabilitated, could he? Because he's contesting the state's decision to send him in.
Well, what I'm saying to you
yes.
is that I have no reason to interpret the law. The Department of Correctional Service does that. All I'm there to do is to allow them to record to the best of their abilities when they are sent to us.
Okay, so that's
and of course, I say us because I have a technical team. Mikey Bennett, Dwayne Stevenson, Johan Simpson, and a host of musicians, top musicians.
Yes.
So, when they are given the green light that they can record, and they come to us, we do auditioning,
yes,
and those who are found to be
talented
and competent, because some people, they need a lot to develop before you can record them.
All right, so we spoke about Kartel. Where is Ninja Man in the program?
Well, I suspect Ninja Man would have the same fate, but then Ninja Man has told his story so many times over. So the fact that we have so many other inmates in there now who are in the line to record, I would think they would be given preference. And I'm not saying that Ninja can't record or won't record, you know. All I'm saying, if we have new people coming in the line, and some of them would have been there long before Ninja. Ninja has just been sentenced and serving his sentence.
So you have to join a line of persons who are, so there's a long list of people.
So many of them inside there.
Many, many artists.
Many, many.
So much of Jamaica's talent is behind bars, you're saying so?
Well,
holy, big, like how many?
A number of them are there. We're working with about 30 of them right now.
30 odd?
Right.
Oh, Lord.
To the extent that the first album that will be released will be a collaborative album with about 18 songs, 16 to 18 songs. And not many of them will have more than one song on it.
Talk about copyrights, intellectual property in the work, ownership of the publishing in the work. And those rights now, and those rights, partially at least, the government's, that intangible property called music,
actually,
songwriting, and so on, and creative work.
That is being worked out as we speak.
So it's not sure, it's
not final yet, but one of the problems is that most of the inmates would have to join JCAP, right? And no, that we are recording.
The ones you're recording will join
JCAP.
Yes.
But then JCAP only take you on when you have 3 songs. That's what
you have to have 3 published
songs.
work.
Yeah, published work. So all of those things are being worked out as we speak.
Okay. So Jah Cure's recordings, them big, longing for massive classic. He kept all the revenue from it?
I don't know. As a matter of fact, I was visited by somebody from the United States while he was in custody, speaking about his recordings and so on. So he had a company that was dealing with his issues.
Talk about the support of the program from within the prison system, the correctional system, and outside. What support are you getting?
I think we have reached a new paradigm, because when we started the program, there was skepticism and so on. But what we're experiencing now is that all the commissioners of the Department of Correctional Service have supported the program. And, you know, it takes some time to go down the line. Right now, the present commissioner, Lieutenant Colonel Leroux, has just taken over, and you would have thought that he was there a long time in terms of the support that he gives us.
Okay.
So we don't have a problem with support from inside. And, of course, the Ministry of National Security.
What about the general public? How do Jamaicans feel?
Well, that's why I spoke to the paradigm shift that we have. It also affects the public. And what you're doing now with your program will help to give a better understanding of the program. Because, you know, people say, what the boy them a sing? Right. Them should have chopped bush.
Absolutely, and that's the question I'm asking, whether Jamaicans, in your view, understand rehabilitation, That
what
this system,
what I
the
tell you,
correctional system, and maybe that word should be used more.
Yeah.
Correctional service, right? Isn't that what it is?
What we do understand is the hypocrisy.
Yes.
Because you would have remembered, like about 2 years ago, a teacher from a university was convicted for, I think it was dangerous driving or manslaughter. And people prayed, Christians prayed until they need chip.
For him to be released.
For him not to go to prison.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So we have a sort of class structure here that needs to be broken down.
Because the law is the law.
Yeah.
If you serve, you must be rehabilitated. And, because whether it's 35 to life or whatever, there's still a chance you may come back out. And such person should be rehabilitated.
Of course.
And rehabilitation means that the person is ready to fit back into society. Well, Soup, I can only wish you well with the program, that you'll be successful in rehabilitating young people behind bars who are in music through
Not
music.
only do I want to rehabilitate those who are in, but I want to prevent some from going in.
Well, Soup, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we take a break right here. When we come back, we'll be talking to Jah the artist we've been talking about, who has been rehabilitated through music. He'll be here to tell his own story and to perform for us right here on our stage. We'll be back.
Kundalini fly into illumination. Make we unite the nation.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage. So much more than entertainment.
Jah is the spokesperson for rehabilitation of offenders through music, a program by the Department of Correctional Services, Jamaica. We're talking about the Jamaican prison system right here. And Jah is the artist we spoke about in the previous segment with Superintendent Wright. Now, Jah, sir, welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here, friend.
Bless you, sir.
Yeah,
good to have you. Now,
respect.
You're the face of this program. 11 months behind bars, and that was between the police lockup
and St. Catherine Correctional Facility.
And could you say what you were in for?
Well, I was in for an attempt to do drug trafficking. You know?
Yes, an attempt.
Yeah.
Attempting
an unsuccessful
trafficking.
attempt. Yeah. So I was detained, you know, and the rest is history. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you were rehabilitated through music. Did the program help you? This new program now?
Yeah, man, definitely.
It helped you? It expedited your release?
No, it didn't.
No?
But
you served out your sentence?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
What happened is, all right, the program itself was very beneficial to me after I came out, but I was very involved in certain aspects of the program while I was behind bars. You understand? Yes. So I was there, you know, when you're behind bars, you have a working class set of inmates. And I was a part of that working class set of inmates. So I used to, you know, give voice training, you know, musical direction for, you know, the choir, whether it's for the officers or the inmates who would want to be involved, or, you know, whatever case it was. I worked in music while I was there. Okay. And I also worked in the radio station as a broadcaster, reading, you know.
So you were a big asset behind bars for the system and for inmates?
I don't know if I'd like to think so. I don't know if asset is the right word, but I'd like to think so, because, I mean, just being behind bars alone is really a big liability still. So I don't even know what to say.
For you?
Yeah.
You being caged?
Yeah.
But for them inside, in terms of the correctional services and the inmates,
yeah,
you served well. So in
our
words,
serve a purpose, and
yes,
truth be told, I mean, there are some things that I did for other inmates too, musically. Yes. You know, I build rhythms and that kind of stuff, and you know, kind of provide an outlet for some of them. You know.
Which prison were you in?
In St. Catherine.
St. Catherine.
Yeah.
So you didn't meet none of the famous superstars behind bars? Like Kartel or Ninja?
Well,
did you do anything for them?
Not that it's relevant, but I know Kartel from school.
Okay.
You understand? But
he wasn't in your facility?
Not at the time.
Not at the time. Right?
Not at the time.
So, do you think he should be in the program now?
I suppose it would be a good thing, but again, there's a politics of the whole situation. Because, I mean, Kartel is extremely talented and prolific as a writer, you know.
Yes.
I mean, his contribution to this program would be amazing. Not from the perspective of how it would benefit him, but just the image it would have put on the program and the talent that he would bring to it.
Why did they choose you to be the face? Because of the work you did, your contribution while serving?
I would like to think so. That is one. Another thing is that I get the point.
You get it?
I get the point. The point is, we don't want no more young men come out of prison. We don't want that. We don't want no more young men I get themselves involved in a violence, I get themselves involved in an illegal activity that leads them in this direction. You understand? We're trying to create a message of deterrence. We're trying, if so much, we're trying to scare people out of coming, because prison is not a bed of roses, you know. You know, it's not a pretty place. You can't spend one day in prison and lose your life. You can't spend 12 years in prison and at the end of the 12 years you lose your life same way. So prison is not somewhere that you should look forward to coming to. And then the other aspect of the message, because it's twofold, is to really get the other people who are served short sentences behind bars to really see that not only is there an economic possibility created for them, so that when they come out of prison, they can be in a better position to earn, legally so.
Yes.
But also, for make them say, listen, this hurt a lot of people. What I did hurt a lot of people. You know, a lot of people suffered as a result of my actions. And why I'm here is to really think about it and, you know, give myself a chance to understand the damage that certain things can do. And basically apologize. And that is one of the reasons why I am here too. You understand?
You apologized?
Yeah, man. And the song.
And regretted your action?
Very remorseful, because and my feeling, my emotion about this is twofold.
Yes.
Because number one, and let me tell you a short story. Born and grew in Kingston, Vinatown. Went through a lot of struggles. Working in the music industry for years, been with a lot of influential people and all of that. But there came a time when things just got really rough. Moved to Montego Bay because I said, all right, you know, I try do the cabaret circuit, see how it go, you know, because and then my daughter born, and in that moment, you know, when my whole arm look in her eyes, I realize, say, I'm willing to do anything for this little girl. You understand? And I was willing to put myself in danger just to take care of she. All of that led to, you know, some of the wrong choices that were made. You understand? And that was what, you know, contributed to my decisions, the faulty decisions, to make an attempt to do what I did, you know, illegally. And so, as a result of that, I'm a living example of the cycle and the system in Jamaica.
Yes.
The struggle, you know, if they want to call themselves ghetto youths, or in the garrison, the struggle, it's real, you know. Youths out there try, and sometimes them hopeless, them not see no way. And the only option is to try to do something where go and bring some quick money. But I'm also here to tell you that it don't pay, because I lost more than...
Right. At the time of your conviction or of your arrest for your crime, weren't you a musician, a traveled, exposed musician?
Yeah, man.
So why weren't you patient? Why weren't you more patient with yourself?
I'm not making any excuses.
Yes.
For what I did. You understand? I take responsibility fully for making the mistake that I made. However, at the time, I had tunnel vision. I couldn't see anything except this little girl.
Yes.
And the music business, while me being patient with it and you know, sitting at the studio waiting for a session, you know, or waiting for a background session down at Tough Gang or wherever. My daughter needed reliability. She needed consistency. And sitting on a mango tree at a studio didn't provide that. You understand? I'd have to step out there.
You see, the patience, you know, with yourself is important. That you articulate on that and that you explain that for us, because when you say that to people, sometimes all it takes is a little patience with oneself. So that's important too. An important message to youngsters.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes they want it too fast and not prepared to be disciplined and to be patient with themselves and not digging into stories of some successful people and see how much patience they exercise in their quest for economic security. But at the time of your arrest, what have you achieved in music at that point?
Somewhat restricted to a now failing cabaret circuit.
Yes.
As a very respected background vocalist, you know, from as far back as Ernie Smith,
yes.
You know, to see we're coming up. I used to work with Etana. I think the foremost individual was Shaggy.
And you've traveled worldwide, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And I've seen cultures and you've seen behavior and you understand music, the business of music a little better.
Yeah, man.
So it's interesting that you got into trouble. Someone with...
Yeah, but anybody can hit rock bottom, you know, Winford.
Yes.
Anybody. That's like the past that anybody can end up
People
in a problem.
I'm not judging you or retrying
No,
you.
I know you're not judging me, no.
Okay.
But you just want to understand the mindset.
I just want to say to youngsters out there listening, especially those who are trapped in perpetual, it seems, poverty.
Yeah.
That, yo, it's tough. Because, you know, yours, many of them will look at a man like you, traveled worldwide, work with a man like our international recording star, Shaggy, and so on, that you should have been more patient with yourself and those things. So what do you say to them?
Listen, before I get to that, there's the business behind the business, you know.
Yes.
There's a politics in a music business, you know. So sometimes a career can look fruitful but the difficulties behind getting to where you want to go is you know,
yes,
mountainous. So I'm not saying that I couldn't have had maybe an ounce more of patience.
Yes.
You know, but I had exerted a whole lot of patience, and if it was for me alone,
looking back, how do you feel now about it? What was
maybe
the
I
answer?
feel like I could have spent that ounce, I could have waited for that ounce more of patience. Because, I mean...
That's what I'm searching for, my
yeah,
friend.
man. No, in reality...
I'm searching for that because the alternative is what landed you behind bars.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, brethren,
no, man, you're absolutely
sometime you're at the cusp of breaking through and you don't know it because of impatience.
No, in retrospect, I would have preferred to maybe suffer a little bit more. But then, maybe I wouldn't have had the message I have now.
Yes.
You know, and maybe I wouldn't have the maturity I have now. But just make my life be an example to people. And every once in a while, a youth I might walk up and say to him, yo, I did that, say, I did go to prison, you know. You understand? And I can tell you, say, you don't need to go. Don't go there, sir. Don't go to prison.
Yeah.
And I say, I'm see bad man come to prison and get beaten till I'm soft. You understand? When you're bad, you're only bad. But you're not better than badness itself.
So talk about your music now. Where are you now?
All right, well, right now, I'm with Pure Music Group. You know, courtesy of Deli Ranks. And I've been working assiduously with him, you know, recording a lot of stuff. I'm on his most recent upcoming project, the Fire Stick Rhythm. I've been doing a lot of work with DJ Smurf Music, you know, so I have a song named 24 on a GPS rhythm. And most importantly, I'm recording, finishing up an album with Stingray Records in the UK. So that album should be coming out sometime soon. There's no date set on it. But things been going on. I've been from I hit the ground, from I came out, I hit the ground running, and I've recorded maybe over 60 songs, you know, since. So I mean, it's a lot of work going on.
One of which you will perform for us now, right?
Yeah, man. This song is one of the songs in the Rehabilitation of Offenders Through Music Programme, you know, in support of the Rehabilitation for Successful Reintegration. See?
Okay.
So it's called Take Responsibility.
All right, sir. Take our stage.
Yeah, man.
Bless you.
Thank God for second chances. Feels like the walls are caving in. There is no freedom here in this place I'm in. When I look back on what I've done, I realize I'm hurting, but I am not the only one. So I've got to take responsibility. Please, from this terrible tribulation, no, Jah just set me free. 'Cause I'm really sorry for what I've done, and I'm praying for another chance. I won't lose my way again. So when I take a look around me and see the vibes, prison and no bed that roses can lose my life. You should know everybody makes mistakes sometimes, but that no mean it have to be the end. So I've got to hold on to my gravity, and I can't make this prison take my sanity. And I'll never give up, never give up, never give up now, now, now. Oh, so I've got to take responsibility from this terrible tribulation. No, Jah just set me free. 'Cause I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for what I've done, and I'm praying for another chance. I won't lose my way again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, listen. So I've got to take responsibility. Please, from this terrible tribulation, no, Jah just set me free. 'Cause I'm really sorry for what I've done, and I'm praying for another chance. Won't lose my way again. I could stop another you from doing the same, then I know that my journey has not been in vain. Oh, oh yeah. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh yeah. Praying for another chance. Mother, I'm sorry. I know I let you down. I brought shame to your door, but you still stuck around. Reaching out to all my friends and family, please forgive me. Said I'm sorry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 'Cause I'm really sorry for what I've done, And I'm praying for another chance. I won't lose my way
again. Okay then, sir. Thank you very much. Jah is taking responsibility, sir.
Yeah, man,
for sure. Love it. Great song. So you go from here to where now? Where do you go next?
Well, just looking forward to the world, you know.
Apart from the stage, is there another stage that you'll be on soon?
No, well, what bigger stage can I be on than on stage right now, this moment in time, you know?
There are much bigger ones out there, but
no, I agree.
We'll take it anyway.
Yeah, man, for real.
All the very best, sir.
Respect,
Thank you so much for coming and sharing with us right here on our stage. Well, there you have him, Jah Wiz on our stage. And that's our show for this week. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage.
Yeah. I know I'm gonna rise again. Oh, yeah. Feels like the walls are caving in. There is no freedom here in this place I'm in. When I look back on what I've done, I realize I'm hurting, but I am not the only one. So I've got to take responsibility.
All right, thanks for watching our video. You know what to do. Click, subscribe, and be on our stage always.